What do we have here? We've got Chinese students, and they have kicked off a new school year. But for many of the parents, the quest for the best school start long before their child is even born. Dong Yiling has the story.
Xie Yizhi recently sold her apartment in Shanghai's Minhang district, looking for a school-zone apartment in Jing'an and Quhui districts, where there are better schools for when her one-year-old daughter is old enough. However, she has found the apartments there are too expensive.
My budget is 5-6 million yuan, so I can only look at apartments built in the 90s here. I'll be looking elsewhere. Policies are always changing, and my daughter is only 1, so it's hard to predict what's going to happen in 5 years. I'm worried that by then, you will have to have had district residency for 5 years to get into the good schools. I have to buy now.
Public school enrollment in China requires a family's residence to be registered at an address associated with the school. Shanghai currently has over 130 key elementary schools, but not even 1 in 5 children has a chance of getting into one of them this year. This has made apartments near those schools into hot properties, especially those near the highest-ranked schools. Those properties became even hotter last year, with the top public schools adding a new enrollment requirement. Each residential address can only enroll 1 child every 5 years, and the family has to have registered residence at that address for at least 1 year.
The buyers, which are the parents who worry that their children won't be able to get into a good school later, so they move up their plans for buying properties. Now the trend is people start buying school zone properties when they are pregnant or even when they get married. So we will see demand jumping up for a while.
With more people wanting to buy and fewer wanting to sell, the number of listed second-hand homes in school zones has gone down, and prices have gone up.
Buyers with lower budgets tend to prefer old public housing apartments because they are smaller and so the total price is lower. But as the area develops, there are fewer and fewer old public housing blocks and more newer apartments. So the proportion of the old properties on the market is going down.
According to Centerline Property, prices of school zone properties in Shanghai on average have gone up by 5 to 8% annually in the past few years. Property prices in the Wanliu area of Beijing's Haidian district has gone up by about 14% this year. And Suzhou's Gusu and Xiangcheng districts have seen price increases similar to Shanghai's. Dong Yiling, ICS for CCTV, Shanghai.